Salve, salve galera, estamos de volta, estamos ao vivo, estamos aqui para jogar Genshin Impact. Não seja muito bem-vindo ao canal, já se inscreve no canal, ativa o sininho, deixa aquele like, compartilha essa live, vamos que vamos, estamos de volta. Estamos de... Beca. Eu tô procurando um negocinho aqui, só um segundinho, ó. Só um segundinho. Vai, já que já vai. Deixa eu só ver uma coisa primeiro aqui.
Take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Gosh, all I can think about is dealing. Error.
Bora, depois eu vejo isso aqui. Vamos que vamos, porque agora o que a gente vai fazer agora, galera? Vamos iniciar nossa exploração. Salve Will, first, como é que tá, meu querido? Boa tarde, tudo bom contigo? Vamos iniciar nosso avanço para Inazuma. Para isso a gente tem que fazer algumas quests. Vamos lá. Romper a tempestade, que necessita da missão, nós iremos nos reunir. Então, bora fazer essa missão, sacrifício involuntário, e depois vamos que vamos. É ali, né? Ei, tô mutado, velho. Alô, Bachang. Como é que você tá? Vou com esse time aqui mesmo. Ah, não, pera aí. Tem a arma do meu personagem que eu tô querendo upar ela. Eu não sei se eu upei. Ah, já upei, sim. Menino Benedito tá com essa espada. Já manter essa aqui mesmo, que é o melhor que tem pra ele. Falta melhor. Apesar que poderia dar uma upada nela, né? Colocar ela no cinquentinha, né? Voltei, foi rapidinho. Eu brinquei um pouquinho com o dog. Brincou um pouquinho com ele. E aí já voltei. Bora acender essa arma. Vamos acender que ela fica boa. Que ela é uma arma boa. Ô louco, Baca. Tem que comer, mano. Aqui eu acho que eu tenho lá pra upar. Acho que eu também tenho aquilo ali. Eu posso colocar essa arminha no 70, né, mano? Arminha. Mas tá ótimo, vai. Só vamos. Depois eu upo mais ela. Eu já tenho mais 3 ou 4 daquela ali. Dá pra montar mais uma rank 5 depois.
There are signs of treasure hoarder activity here. They must have come to these ruins.
Salve, Danilo. Buenas
Let's go
tardes.
deeper inside. I'm
Lá eu vou
unsure
querer
if
primeiro
Scotty's
upar o
information is
Thomas.
reliable.
O que acontece? Eu não vou explorar Inazuma. Eu quero upar o Thomas pelo menos pro 40. Então eu vou farmar alguns itens pro Thomas. E aí eu vou terminar o evento. E aí eu vou voltar pra região aqui do que eu tô explorando. E aí o que eu acho que eu vou fazer é buildar o time com a... Ó, qual que é a minha intenção? Deixa eu ver se eu consigo mostrar isso melhor. A gente vai pra Inazuma pra poder fazer o evento. Pra poder liberar o evento. Sim, essa é. É que ainda precisa dela pra depois fazer a da Dobeido. Nem nessa eu cheguei ainda, Baca. Então eu vou pra Inazuma pra poder fazer o evento. Eu vou aproveitar que eu tô em Inazuma, eu vou pegar alguns itens pra buildar o Thomas. Pra upar um pouquinho o Thomas, na verdade. Pra colocar ele pelo menos no 40. E aí eu vou voltar, depois do evento, eu vou voltar pra aqui. Pra Linway, pra terminar de explorar 100% de Linway, que nem eu fiz aqui em cima. E aí quando eu vou voltar pra Linway, eu vou dar uma aposentada no Razor, e aí eu vou buildar a advogada lá, que eu esqueço o nome dela. Ixi, qual foi a porta que abriu? Foi essa? Não. Eu me perdi. Acho que é pra cá.
There aren't many guards here.
Isso, Yanfei.
Looks like they're
Ah, mano, vai ser foda lembrar o nome da
planning
Yanfei, cara.
this order's forces really worked.
A Yaka vai ficar pegando pó ainda, a Yaka eu só vou upar quando eu for pra Inazuma. Aí quando eu for pra Inazuma, aí eu vou upar a Yaka e vou jogar com a Yaka como principal.
That a treasure hoarder was here. This should be the right
Tô por
direction.
fora. Parece que vai ser 2 banners também, pelo que eu fiquei sabendo. Mais ou menos, né?
Be careful now. Paimon's right behind you.
Oh, carai. Só um. Ah, então tranquilo. O It também é um personagem que eu quero pegar, mano. Foi o personagem de pedra que eu mais gostei até agora. Foi o único personagem de pedra que eu gostei até agora. Eu não lembro dela ser assim. Eu lembrava do final dela, mas não lembrava desse começo dela ali, não.
Could it be the... Why is he in that position? That's... Why is... And the statue's hands... Paimon remember... But... This statue... And... The Grand Thief has... Hello? Paimon doesn't feel so good. No. We can't stay here! Quick, run!
Caralho, me lembrou... Me lembrou os labirintos lá do... Eita porra. Me lembrou os labirintos lá do Elden Ring, mano. Não parece? Uma das cavernas que tem lá no Elden Ring? Aí fudeu, né? É um das trevas trevoso.
Adventure time.
You cannot. You have come here. You have seen as a herald.
An Abyss Herald?
Dainsleif. Oh, I thought you... Did he send you here to die? Is the Abyss is on...
Não deve estar um caralho, mano. Vou descer a porrada, João.
I've never seen it before! Careful! Please don't get cocky!
Judgment. Why do they never miss? Check this out. Just stop it.
Tá porra, menor. Que porrada bem dada que eu tomei.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Lights out. Fire it up. Yeah.
Porrada bem dada que eu tomei.
In that case...
Such a strong enemy! Who knew the Abyss Order had monsters this powerful among them? Huh? What is it? Oh, right, yeah! We're near the exit.
So, we meet again. A little sooner than I had expected.
Hey, it's Dane!
Ainda não, mano. Sabe dizer qual que é o diabo que tá no beta? É o novo lá, o 4,
It
5, sei
seems
lá?
you just experienced something quite strange. Could it be that you encountered an Abyss Herald in those ruins?
Huh? How did...
I've been on the Abyss Herald's trail. I didn't expect to find you here as well. An inverted statue of the Seven, holding abyssal power in its hands. Tell me the rest of what happened in there. So you escaped the ruin depths filled with abyssal...
And then, as we got close to the exit, an abyss herald, we fought a big battle with that thing.
Yes, this is a rare opportunity indeed. Come, let's catch up to it.
Let's go! A rare
Ah, eu não ligo pra essas coisas não, eu não junto nada não. Eu se tenho pra orar, nós ora. Eu tô que nem um Marco Velho, quem guarda é gaveta. Olha que filho de uma égua. Ô, que filho de uma égua. Para de me congelar. Gostou?
Those abyss mages just now. Were they trying to ambush us?
É o 1. O Diablo 1? Eu tô por fora, mano. Eu tenho que pesquisar, eu tô totalmente por fora, o Demonic.
No. They were just digging through...
Oh, is that looking for chaos devices, chaos circuits? You know, that kind of stuff.
They wouldn't... In fact, I was nearby investigating precisely because They seem to be searching the remains of ruin guards for a certain... However, they look disappointed. So it would seem they have...
Well then, why didn't you grab one of them just now and ask what they were up to?
I certainly don't mean to be but I have a feeling that their plan with this object is of major importance. One cannot discover the truth behind it, or rather, these abyss mages likely fear something else, much more than they do a painful...
Paimon is getting goosebumps thinking about all this.
Vou entrar depois da marionete, vou precisar pegar ele já.
Right. We should...
Cadê? Oh, desgraça. Agora tem que ir andando. Pô, esse Diablo novo, mano. Não sei se é esse Mortal aí. O Diablo novo eu tô animado pra jogar, mano. Eu achei ele bem interessante, velho. E tô curioso como é que vai ser a pegada mundo aberto no Diablo. Ah, de novo.
Everybody stand back! Judgment! Punishment! Ow! Teamwork is dreamwork! That's gonna hurt in
Ô,
the morning.
desgra...
Off we go!
Vem cá, vem.
Why do they never miss?
Check this out. Here's backup.
Ia ver isso, como a gente tava de seguidor, eu acabei nem vendo, mano. Tá com quanto já? Tá quantos seguidores aí, Demonic?
There are no coincidences, just like your appearance in that tavern. Time is just waiting for those seeds to sprout. Forget it. Just the connection between the Abyss Order and the... Rather, they are both branches that have grown out and up from the same roots below.
Na posição mais confortável aqui pra jogar.
Both originate from an ancient...
Huh? Conria? Really? Right. As your guide, Huh? You have memories of being there.
Is that so? Well, but if you would like to tell me, I will listen. So, the Canria you saw, what was it like?
So that's the complete story, huh? Paimon thought that
I see. So your first memory after coming to...
It seems your sister woke up first.
And then your sister told you that the destruction of Canria plunged the whole world into chaos.
The destruction of Conria? She said that?
That destruction you witnessed, it seems the first time you awoke in this world was indeed...
Huh. So your sister must have understood this world better.
And it was shortly after that that you encountered an unknown god.
Oh, Paimon knows this part really.
I understand. When you awoke at that time and hurriedly tried to leave for another world. But now, since you have come to gain some understanding of Tevat, you are able...
Ah, if that's the case, you must have been flipping through all before going to Mondstadt. You had just looked at some vague materials. Later, we managed to gather a whole bunch of old books from all around. So the whole time you were just trying to learn more about Conria so you could find your sister? Oh, yeah. You can travel around the 7 nations to find the 7. But where can you go?
I probably know more about Canria than both. Canria was a nation without a god. Not because it had a god that died or abandoned. It was a powerful nation, built purely by humans. An unprecedented...
A nation?
Later
Eu
events
nem lembrava dessa
unfolded
história
just
aqui
as you
direito, mano.
remember.
Eu lembrava que era uma história importante pra história do jogo principal, mas não
500
lembrava do
years
que era.
ago, the gods descended upon the world and brought desolation to The pride of humankind was uprooted and crushed, like a weed.
How could that be? The history books don't say anything about that.
Yes, well, continuing to discuss the past now will only dampen our spirits. Let's keep moving. I will tell...
Cara, pior que eu tô... Esse evento que a gente fez hoje de manhã, mano, deu pra conhecer uns personagens muito legais, cara. Nossa, mano, eu gostei muito dos personagens, velho. O Ito, a de raio lá. Gostei pra caramba dela. Tava o Elb, tamo de volta. Tô animado com o jogo, mano. Tô animado pra montar os times.
It's more room. Dane was just saying how these ancient... So, did
No. These
Amigo,
ruin
isso.
guards were known as field...
Field Tillers? What a strange name.
It's not like you think. Field Tiller was just a code name. The people of The land is not to be tilled with farming tools, but rather is to be fought for with steel and blood.
Fought for with steel and blood? Well, that's an interesting way of understanding...
After the destruction of Canria, they wandered aimlessly over the centuries, gradually perhaps resonating with the sorrow of other civilizations lost to time. They found their way to
That sounds... so sad.
Once you understand more, those details, but no matter their past, all that remains of them now.
Don't get too close.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! You judgment! I see how it is.
Deu um mago de gelo.
Shiver!
Supporting fire.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Acabou-se tudo? Acabou-se tudo?
Huh? This abyss maze dropped a talisman. Could it be a
This talisman seems connected to the Abyss Herald. Perhaps it really does contain information.
But Paimon...
Engulf the faith of an enemy in flame.
What? Is that...
Loom of Fate, initial the Abyss, seem to be carrying out. It seems like they are still launching the operation.
Loom of Fate? What's that? Is it literally a fate-weaving machine? From the horrible feeling Paimon's been getting, so Dane...
I'm reading it now. An ambitious operation.
How so?
In short, the first phase of the plan is...
The Overlord of the Vortex? You mean that god in the ocean? What do they want with Osile?
I know of your past heroics regarding Dvalin, and I also know of the Abyss, though you may not have been aware of it at the time. You were thwarting an Abyss...
Last time it was Venti's old friend. This time it's a huge ancient... Will the Abyss Order use their lies and dark magic to...
No. From the contents of the... They won't just corrupt Osile's mind. They also plan to use the ancient technology behind the field...
So wait, the Abyss Order wants to make some
Vamos
sort
cibernética
of
Deus da destruição de massa.
cybernetic
Caraca.
squid god of mass destruction?
Very few people today truly understand the civilization. Only the Abyss Order has consistently sought out the remnants of Canria. The talisman's message states that they will use the defiled statue as and the new core that shall replace the orb usually held by the statue of the Seven.
The eye of the very first field tiller? Oh, but
It would seem so.
this whole thing keeps getting more complicated. But
Yes. According to the talisman, the eye should be thereby imbuing the newly born god with the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia.
oh boy, the Abyss Order... Since no one knows where the first field tiller is, how about we take the information about the statue as the starting point for our investigation? Yeah, that tone-deaf bard is too difficult to track down anyway. Let's go to the cathedral for...
The cathedral.
Huh?
Nothing.
Depois, eu tô com ela pra fazer, mas eu vou seguir as quests pra ir na Zuma primeiro. E aí só depois eu vou pra ela. A gente tem, ó, vixe. Olha isso aqui. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Ih, peraí. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... 16 quests aqui. 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 questzinhas paradas. Temos um bocadinho pra nós fazer. Também tá com um monte acumulada? E isso porque eu não peguei quest lá no desfiladeiro. E ainda não peguei todas as quests de Inazuma. De Linway. Linway. Mas eu quero ver se eu faço tudo.
A huge statue. A grandiose cathedral. But how aware of this was the Animo Archon on receiving?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return.
As long as the gods have a clear
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! And actually, the animal...
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will sure having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church when a non-believer steps onto holy ground. I
Não, eu ainda tenho que fazer, eu ainda tenho que upar Mondstadt. Eu não terminei de upar Mondstadt com as caçadas. Eu não fiz o saco de comida, eu não fiz um monte de coisa. Ah, uma pergunta, nessa atualização, eles conseguiram corrigir o bully? O bully tá funcionando certinho agora? Como é que tá?
Off we go.
Anything the knights can do for you.
Corrigiram? Então ainda tem o bully que eu quero mexer lá. Vixe. Eu tô lascado, cara.
Honorary Knight. Hi, how have you been? But I should first make it clear.
It seems she hasn't realized it's... Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Of course you wouldn't know anything of...
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. A long time ago, there was indeed once nearly every member of the church joined the search for it. In the church's records, as you might assume, this Of course.
Nothing? So do you... Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just...
Other strange stories? I'm not...
The tyrant?
Oh.
Eu só sei que tem conteúdo a rodo pra mim jogar nesse jogo. Eu não tô dando nem conta.
There was a time...
Balls of fire raining from...
Eu tenho que farmar uns minérios pra poder fazer umas espadas, pra poder upar
Later, perhaps it was something else that... Anyway...
a espada do Razor, etc.
It's okay. Thanks.
There's that pointless word, thank you again. I can...
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
Essa roupa da Rosária...
If you're looking for the Knights of
Vou trocar a roupa da
Favonius,
minha.
they're busy with those
Essa roupa ficou bem
monsters
legal.
again.
Those
monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at...
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great... Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go with
Sim,
Master Jean said you
muita.
should stay
Isso
at
que é
the
bom, eu
church.
fico feliz que tem coisa pra caramba pra jogar.
also a
Tem aí
member
mais
of the
alguns
clergy.
meses de jogo aí tranquilamente.
We'll go give Master...
Oh, okay. But please, everyone, be careful.
Provavelmente vão lançar um mapa novo antes de eu chegar em Inazuma. Antes de eu explorar Inazuma, né? Cadê? Alguma coisa lá nos lobos. Confesso que eu não prestei atenção dessa vez. Sai pra lá, Zé Ruela.
Adventure time.
Pararam, pam, 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 pam.
Off we go.
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should...
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same?
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Animo Archons.
Então vamos lá, vamos descer a porrada. Ainda tem todas as quests de personagem, eu não fiz nenhuma quest ainda. As quests lendárias.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Mago, filha de uma égua. Você teletransportou aqui.
Get back! Fire it up!
Off we go! I'm going in! You can't run!
Keep back!
Whew. There sure are a lot of...
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are.
Yeah, let's... Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of this. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't... Besides, you're the one people like. There's nothing special about... It's just my opinion, but a word of... You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, even if the god in question...
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward
Lest I repeat the failings of my I will...
Huh?
The destruction of the nation of Canrea by the gods is the Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care...
What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You, at the Rite of Dissension in Lille, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded... I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order and Boreas...
They just like to cause trouble. The Abyss Order already went after Dvalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the animal...
Regardless, whether the reason behind the Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas, this god's spirit... He does not often see people. Okay, be careful.
Ó, vamos. Aproveitar que eu vou subir por aqui, vou pegar uns... negócio de espinho, esqueci o nome. Gancho. Gancho de lobo. Eita porra!
Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
You...
You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your... If you serve us...
What the heck is this ceremony? Oh no! Is this the same thing they did to...
Wolves never surrender! But this can't go on.
No matter how many times...
Pô, aposta que dele uma surra antes, cara. Você quer que eu dele uma outra surra?
Here's backup!
Sem problema, não seja por isso. Dou-lhe uma surra de novo.
Adventure time!
Check this out!
Everybody stand back! Shiver!
Ah, porra. Esqueci que ele tem esse escudão sinistro. Ai, ai.
Let's light it up! Fire it up! Judgment! Let's light it up! Ow!
Poxa.
You can't run! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Check this out. Support fire.
Shoot! I can't afford any more bandages!
Não, morreu. Morreu muito.
I'm going in!
Volta aqui, Marcelão.
Punishment!
Morreu, morreu. Matei.
The ceremony was interrupted. How
Sorte é a sua que tá
fortunate
vivo,
for
cara. Para de
you.
chorar. Vai embora.
How does an old spirit? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen.
It disappeared again.
Thank you. You came.
Human Lupercal. But still, the Abyss Herald
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial. But I too didn't see that.
Wait. So you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas's mind?
Thank you. In the future, you smell danger?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's notes doesn't. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to. Excuse us, Mr. Wolfgang.
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. It entered into my proving ground by accident, but it could not think, only fight. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tilt.
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs.
Fireballs? Hey, anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field it sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mask, but in this story, it was damaged at the
Don't know. But
Yes, you were we need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald
yes, I smell more danger. You too. Also.
Caraca, bateu o sono do almoço, mano. Comi macarrão, aí dá um sono em dobro.
Quick, let's
Nossa.
go tell Dane.
Mas bateu aquele soninho gostoso. Salve, Karma, tudo bom, meu querido?
Dane, there you are.
I saw her, but purposely, as both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master. If I'm not careful, one day I may. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces, but. I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Bateu o frio e o sono. Aí fui colocar a blusa.
Huh? Really?
That information combined with a more... For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased
Ah, Paimon gets it. So the time after it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many...
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before.
Acho que sim. Deixa eu ver. Ah, tem. É da Ubisoft, tem sim.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what huh? Nothing. What's going on?
This requires another. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow!
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon does...
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osial, Overlord of the... and this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No.
Huh? You? Dane?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius...
Oh!
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the Church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it...
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! Well... Good thing...
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will all... I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
Não me digam se eu estiver certo ou se eu estiver errado. Mas às vezes eu tenho uma sensação de que o Danslef, na verdade, é o viajante no futuro. Não sei se já chegou em algum ponto da história que se falou sobre isso. Mas eu tenho a sensação de que ele é isso. O Danslef, na verdade, é o viajante no futuro.
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go. And remember to be on your guard.
Ah, eu não reparei nisso na capa. Pode ser também, verdade.
Looks like we're here.
Verdade, né? Mesmo tipo de capa, é verdade. Pode ser que do mesmo jeito que a Paimon foi destinada a ser o companheiro dele. Eu acho que não é um acaso. O Danslef era o companheiro dela.
An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier. Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled...
You are just as vexatious as ever. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed. Perhaps from your dark... Oh, and something far... Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from out...
It is your words that forever... Time to silence!
Check this out. Let's light it up.
Também acho, Baca. O elemento dele não parece ser elétrico.
Let's light it up. Yeah. Let's light it up. Fire it up. I got you covered. Teamwork is dreamwork. You can't run. Get back. Adventure time. Don't get too close. Judgment. Shiver.
Morreu.
You can't run. Fire it up.
The end is nigh. All life will perish.
Don't get too close. I couldn't.
Morreu, toma também.
Everybody. Everybody stand back. Get back. I taste blood. I taste blood. Judgment.
The end
Let's light it up.
nigh.
Punishment.
maninha, é você?
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked it. Your sister? And the
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your sister?
Lumine, we meet again.
What's going on here?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
Para de dizer coisas que não fazem sentido, Luma. Pera aí. Espere. É o quê? Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Tô mais perdido que tudo.
But it must be said. Don't try to... That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500... A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the abyss.
Caraca. Não lembrava disso da história, mano. Salve, Diego. Diógenes. Ah, mesmo nome do meu pai.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was... And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss or... and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Oh... Paimon's so confused.
Home. Yes. Of course. Home is, but I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Really? At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right! By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand? Oh! Well then... First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess.
É, ela é a princesa por trás da Ordem do Abismo,
Seems
então.
like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be the next thing? Turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after... And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years... So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why... Also, How come, after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the abyss? What's up with that?
Tem uma fala do Denlef também, quando ele fala pra gente não matar, a gente não deve matar os Arcontes, que ele fala que não vai cometer o mesmo erro não vou cometer o mesmo erro do meu irmão, uma coisa assim, não é? Mais ou menos. Eu sei lá, mano, tô ficando doido.
Yeah, you're right, then. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to... If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, come on, traveler. Let's go.
Vamos lá. E agora? Vamos descobrir como ir pra Inazuma. Próxima missão. Nós iremos nos reunir. 60. Ei, 60, nós vai meter mais uma oração, porque nós é desses. Que nem o Marco Velho fala, quem guarda é gaveta. E lá vamos nós. Ah, desgraça. Vem uma roxinha pelo menos aí. Que ódio. Sinistro. Salve, Laércio. Boa tarde. Eu tô jogando numa RTX 3060 Ti, mas principalmente o que influencia bastante no jogo é o HDR ligado, que dá uma vida bem diferente no jogo. Salve, Thiago. Como é que você tá? Tudo bom, meu querido?
Your sister would have sided with the abyss. Well, Kid Paimon believes in both of you, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going, right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bet, and we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for
nóis,
one
Laércio.
another.
Obrigado, mano.
Although, where should we go next? Oh, you mean the god that... You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bitch. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said, why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Liyue Harbor. Let's see what she has to say.
Só vamos. Agora a gente vai dar uma avançada para Inazuma. Mas que nem eu falei, viu, galera? Não pretendo explorar Inazuma. O máximo que eu pretendo fazer é coletar um pouco de material para conseguir colocar o Thomas no level 40, pelo menos. E depois a gente vai voltar pra cá. A gente só vai fazer o evento lá e vai voltar pra... Nossa, cachorrinho que bonito. vai voltar pra New Way pra poder terminar de explorar 100% da região.
Oh, hello. Oh, is there anything I can...
We wanted to ask, how do we get...
Oh, so that's...
Great! We came to the right...
But the chance of success is...
Incredibly small. Then
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was after I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for, I don't know how many days. My rations but to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that
What a horrible journey! And you said...
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission... Along with the other 2 commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain.
Não, sim, isso também eu pego. Mas não vou estar muito focado nisso. Em explorar ou fazer as quests de lá.
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most but if you really are set on going...
The raft idea sounds...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting... Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experience.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to...
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun.
Then there's no time to lose.
Vamos que vamos. Ixi, só a Beidou que dá. Rompendo a tempestade. Vamos que vamos. Antes de tudo, deixa eu recuperar minha vida um pouquinho, que tá meio merda. Eu acho que eu vou culpar minha estamina também um pouquinho, deixa eu ver. Ah, não consigo não. Só que eu tô querendo upar já. Nossa, eu tô querendo upar logo a minha Yanfei, velho. Preciso já upo ela. Se eu for jogar com a Yanfei, com que time eu jogaria com ela? Deixa eu ver. Onkaia? Hã? Kaeya, você fala? Tá, deixa eu pensar aqui. Se eu fosse jogar com ela, seria Yanfei. Salve, Coringa! Tarde, meu querido, como é que você tá? E é bom ter um personagem de água, mas enquanto eu não tenho personagem de água, poderia manter a Rosário. Ah, não preciso não, eu vou voando. Eu chego na Beidu voando. Nas primeiras vezes que eu fui pra lá, eu fui voando também. Ah, eu acho que eu vou fazer um time bem diferenciado, mano. Eu vou tentar colocar uma sucrose.
My experiment will succeed.
Cura podia continuar sendo ele, o Bennett. Pra ter 2 de fogo e ganhar o buff. Preciso de alguém de espadão. Fiquei curioso com uma coisa. Não. Podia ser a Noelle, né? Não, a Channing não vai entrar porque eu quero só 2 de fogo. Tô pensando em fazer um time diferenciado. O Bennett vai continuar por causa da cor e o buff. E ele é de fogo. Mas tô precisando de um espadão. Ele não. Jogando, acho que não vai combinar com esse time, não ia ficar bom. Sim, sim, mas sem eles. Ah, tem o ultimate da Liz é legal, mano. Acho que ficaria assim. Ah, não, mas eu não preciso do espadão. Caia no gelo. O que é melt? Que de acha é melt? Ah, descongelamento. Queria alguém de espadão, mano. Pra ajudar a quebrar as coisas. Vai fazer falta ter alguém de espadão no time. Mas ao mesmo tempo eu não queria usar a Noelle. Só um segundo. Vou pensar aqui um pouco. Vou pegar negócio de fogo. Arma. O que a gente tem aqui de bom? Sinfonia dos Indolentes. Tá. Eu acho que essa aqui vai ser melhor nela, não é? Eu pensei em deixar esse aqui com a Lisa. Fazer assim, ó, esse com a Lisa e aqui com a Sucrose. Mas esse livro também seria bacana. O livro que tá na Bárbara. Acho que Sinfonia é melhor. Eu gostei desse aqui também na outra, na doidinha. Bom, de qualquer jeito eu ia upar. Sim. Então, pensei em colocar na Sucrose. O livro da Bárbara. Tá da Bárbara. $208? Não. Tá de sacanagem. Fortalecer. Dano crítico. Então eu preciso ter. Apesar que o cooldown da habilidade é imenso, né, mano? 12 segundos de cooldown para 240% de dano e só 50% de chance. Ele é meio meh. Deixa eu upar um pouquinho isso aqui também. Oxe, que porra aconteceu aqui? Vou colocar isso aqui pelo menos no 40 também. Agora esse aqui, se eu fosse acender, eu precisaria de 6 chifres. Beleza. Tá, agora artefatos. Preciso de taxa. O que eu tô usando no meu filho de uma égua aqui mesmo? Eu tenho um personagem que tá com uma taxa crítica muito da hora. Não, não é você. Teve um personagem que eu consegui colocar a taxa crítica dele alta pra um caramba. Ele tava com dano crítico em 200%. 250, se não me engano. Mas acho que eu já desmontei. Acho que esse aqui tá todo quebrado já. Não, a Rosária não tá tão alta assim não. A Rosária tá altinha, mas não tá tanto não, deixa eu ver. Ué?
Sometimes the law is compatible.
É, ó, tá 45 só por cento. Tá. Vamos lá. Eu vou de Berserker aqui, ó. Taxa crítica, recarga de energia, proficiência, só que tem defesa. Ataque, defesa, recarga. Ataque. Tô só pesquisando o que eu tenho aqui. É isso mesmo. Taxa crítica, recarga de energia, defesa. Viral da... Ah, eu devia ter... Ah. Será que eu coloco 4 Berserker nela, mano? Por enquanto eu não vou usar a Shanling. Já usei ela por um tempinho. Eu cheguei a usar ela por um tempo com a minha Ayaka. Mas por enquanto eu abandonei ela. Bônus de dano piro. É bom, né? Porra. Vai se eu colocar no 12, pinga na taxa crítica aqui? Porra, se pingar a taxa crítica... A taxa crítica vai ser incrível, hein? Taxa crítica, boa. 1.9, mas é taxa crítica. E agora, pra completar, eu tenho um aqui de taxa crítica, mas cadê? Tá com quem? Tá com ela? Tá, beleza. Tá. Vamos upar esse aqui pro 12, né? Tô ligado, tô ligado. Já fiz isso outra vez. Pra poder procurar melhor, pra filtrar melhor. sei se eu upo isso aqui também já. Tá como que ela tá? Poxa, 6.000 só de vida? Tem que acender ela, mano. Senão ela vai apanhar que nem um maluco. Ver como que ela tá. Taxa crítica 40%. Mais 20% para os inimigos que estiver abaixo ou acima de 50. Bônus de dano piro. Veio 3 seguidas. O Baca. Já veio 3 seguidas em Anfei. Veio 2 Anfei no mochileiro e uma no do evento. Mas veio 3 seguidas, mano.
Nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in
Pera aí
its
que eu
own
me
right.
perdi aqui. O que eu ia fazer? Ah, eu vou upar os artefatos, que a vida dela tá baixa. Vou terminar de upar ele pro... Acho que é 12 ou 16 esse aqui. Isso, valeu, Gustavo. Aumenta a taxa crítica. Ah, defesa, vai se lascar. A defesa de novo. Ah, se eu tivesse upando a porra da Noelle, ia só upar taxa crítica, tenho certeza.
Case before us
Se
is
fosse
a
com a Noelle, ia ser
strange
taxa
and
crítica esse caralho.
unprecedented one indeed.
Tá, deixa eu ver meu time aqui como é que tá. Sucrose. Tá feio o negócio dela aqui, hein? Dá pra acender ela já? Dá pra acender, eu vou acender essa botiga, né? Não, mas 40 tá de boa, mano. Só preciso ver os artefatos dela. O que ela tá usando? Nossa, tá usando as porcaria. Vou roubar o da Amber? Vou roubar os da Amber, vai. Pelo menos está mais 8. Está no 0. Aqui tem recarga de energia? Eu não sei. Acho que não, né? Taxa crítica. Ah, vou deixar ela do jeito que ela tá então. Peraí. Ela tá usando... Nem sei, ela tá toda bagunçada também. O exilado. Aí aqui tá o estudioso. Aqui tá um berserker do nada. Estudioso. Então aqui tem que colocar um exilado, né? Vamos roubar o exilado de alguém aí. Seria bom achar um exilado com recarga de energia. Eita. Ixi, eu tô quase sem artefato. Aí é foda, hein? Qual de ladadinho? Deixa assim. Tá ruim, mas tá bom, vai. De novo. Eu tô com quanto? Tô com 50. Ei, alguém quer matar o bicho de fogo comigo? Pra eu pegar uns itens pra poder upar minha Yanfei? Ah, não, acho que eu não preciso. Acho que eu consigo pegar aqui. Vou ver ali. Tá Sazando. Bicho, mano, eu sou péssimo. Eu sou péssimo da sugestão, Shazam. Meu time é tudo bagunçado, mano. Meu time é tudo... É tudo putaria e bagunça.
Only by
Paixão,
adhering to the law
Diluc,
can the
Barba,
people solve life's
Shogyun,
myriad of
Beidou,
problems.
Yanfei, Sucrose, Caei ali no jogo. Ih, tá me perdi. Li metade dos nomes, eu já esqueci qual era os primeiros. Quatro, 6. Seis, eu tenho duas. É daquela moedinha, né? Cadê a moedinha? Dessa, né? Não, preciso de 12. Preciso de mais 3. Ah, foda-se, vai. Vou usar tudo. E vamos fazer mais uma oração. Quer ver? O Tianfei? Né, não. Aí, ó. Aí, Cezan. Dica do Daniel. Desculpa não conseguir ajudar, Razan, que realmente eu não manjo, mano.
Off we go, You're in for a little...
Incinerate! Over here!
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Come a little closer.
Don't break my glasses. Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Motion to compel.
Enfim, uma égua?
You're in for a little
The more, the merrier.
Animal test 6308. Incinerate.
Tá, diferente o time, eu tenho que pegar as manhas ainda.
Let me amuse myself. Going in. Look at me.
Apanhei pra caralho.
Once.
Contra a galerinha fraca. Mas vou pegando as manhas.
Off we go. Adventure time.
Eu acho que a Rosária aqui, qualquer personagem que aqui encaixaria melhor que a Lisa, mano. É sempre bom ter um healer no time, ô Shazam. Um DPS principal e um healer. E aí os suportes, né? É por isso que você viu que todo mundo indicou a Bárbara. Por conta disso. Por mais que ela seja um personagemzinho bem filha de uma mãe, às vezes. Como é a única healer que você tem, ela vai te salvar pra caramba.
Remarkable condition.
Não, ela eu certeza que vai vir. Ela eu tenho certeza que vai vir. Se eu conseguir mais orações até o evento. Esse evento aí do pandeirinho aí, tá dando bastante gema, mano? Como que ele tá? Tu não tem aquele banner, ô Shazam, da Noelle? Porque ele geralmente vem ali, mano. Se você fizer 8 orações ali, na verdade são 10, né? Ela é certeza que a Noelle vem.
Off we go. Adventure time.
Sim. Opa, peraí. Nessa conta eu tenho a ficha? Ah, não. Era na outra conta que eu tinha a ficha.
Adventure time.
Animal test 6308.
Everybody stand back.
Motion to compel.
Let's spark.
Time for your arraignment. Remarkable condition.
Vamos lá. A gente tem que subir até ali. Pra de lá pular pro barco. Eu não tô pegando muitas coisas aqui porque depois eu vou vir explorar essa região.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Ainda não. É o que eu tô fazendo agora. Estamos fazendo a quest. Estamos indo lá pro barco da Beidou. Fazer a quest dela. Não sei como... Como eu nunca fiz essas quests antes, então eu não sei se eu vou chegar lá hoje. Mas nós vai tentar. Deixa eu desbloquear um negócio aqui, mano. Oh, desgraça. Melhor fazer isso agora do que tentar fazer depois. Aqui é um belo lugar pra testar o time. Será que eu tô aqui? Vamos ver se eu dou conta de matar.
Off we go. Come a little closer.
Stand clear. Incinerate. Yikes.
Nesse leve com esse time aqui, não dou conta não. Tirei nem o escudo ainda.
You're in for a little
Let's light it up. Going in. Swirl. Mark 2. Motion to compel. Inadmissible evidence.
É, dou conta não. Imaginei. Mas só fui desbloquear o teletransporte mesmo. Aqui precisa melhorar um pouquinho mais. Tivesse a Yala aqui, já dava. Que aí arrebentava o elemento. Mas do jeito que tá aqui, a Lisa tá bem inútil, mano. Deixa eu ajeitar isso aqui logo, vai. Não vou insistir na Lisa, não. Por mais que eu queira insistir na Lisa, eu não vou insistir na Lisa, não. Vou repetir um personagem mesmo, vai. Que é mais fácil. Tô acostumado e me ajuda pra caramba. Rosário. Oi, amiguinho. Sumiu. É que o Caê eu vou ter que upar e eu já não tenho mais item pra upar ele, mano. Entendeu? O Caê não é nem birra não, é que eu não tenho mais item pra upar ele. Que legal. Para do Cavaleiro do Céu. Mas... Eu teria que upar artefato, que eu já tô praticamente sem. Teria que upar... ele, que tá no level 20, se eu não me engano. E teria que upar uma arma pra ele. Ou roubar arma. Ah, a arma é de menos. A arma eu consigo roubar a arma de alguém. Mas eu não tenho pra upar os artefatos pra ele. E não tenho pra upar... Pra upar ele. Eu tô torcendo que nesse evento aí dê bastante também negócio de upar personagem. Pra eu conseguir upar o Thomas. Salve, Matheus. Tarde. Tarde, só. Mano, a primeira vez que eu tentei pegar aquele negócio ali, eu sofri tanto, velho. Mas eu sofri tanto pra pegar aquele negócio. Não! Não. E quando eu vim aqui nesse barco na primeira vez na minha vida, eu vim e tava com pouca estamina. Eu não tava nem com 2 barras de estamina direito. Sabe do jeito que eu tô agora? Eu tô com 2 barras e uma pontinha de estamina? Eu tava com 1 barra e uma pontinha de estamina. Chegar daquela montanha pra cá já foi um sacrifício, porque quase no meio do caminho terminou meu negócio de voo. Eu caí na beiradinha do barco. É que eu preciso marcar umas coisas no mapa aqui pra poder ficar mais fácil pra quando eu for... Pra mais pra frente. Se eu não me engano, eu cheguei a desistir de pegar aquele negócio lá em cima e deixei pra quando eu tivesse mais estamina. Acho que foi até isso que eu fiz. Aqui tem umas questzinhas legais pra se fazer. Mais ou menos, tem umas quests meio bosta. Ah, lembrei desse cara, mano.
Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time, judging by the clothes on your back and...
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing!
Paimon.
Esse cara aqui, ó, esse cara tem uma história legal pra caramba, mano. E triste, né? A história dele.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed.
No futuro eu vou fazer. Mas por enquanto tem muita quest pra me fazer.
And that gives our encounter meaning.
E ainda como tem muita exploração de mapa pra me fazer, então o artefato eu vou pegar algum tempo. Mas agora o foco é fazer o evento.
You're not far off, but they go by... This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he...
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line?
Well, I can't argue with that.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as...
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch... There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone... 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching and with Liu as savior taking part in the tournament. Now that's gonna turn a few heads.
But we didn't...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to get this. It's a...
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to
Inazuma? You?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision.
You just want him to take part in your
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we...
Great. Then let's get you signed up.
It seems like it
Caraca,
will only
mano.
be a matter of time
Soninho
before the answer
gostoso.
is
Ô,
revealed.
gente véia. 4 da tarde, dá aquele sono. Aquela vontade de dormir. Nossa, ontem eu fui assistir uns filmes, mano. Ontem eu assisti um filme, mas ruim, velho. Mas ruim. Mas ruim o filme. Mas meu Deus do céu. Já assistiram o filme Apex? Com o... Como é daquele careca que fez o Duro de Matar? Careca branquela que fez Duro de Matar? Putz, ui, foi mal aí. Aí não dá dano na galera. Ufa. Deixo minha recomendação. Se vocês quiserem ver um ator bom num filme ruim, mas ruim que dói os olhos de assistir, assistam Apex, com o ator o branquelo careca de Duro de Matar. Justin Bieber não é, não. Ou sofisticado.
Ooh, we can definitely write this off as incidental gains.
Caraca, legal. Kitzinho bom. Vai ficar feliz. Isso, obrigado, Elb. É o Bruce? É? Ih, vou até confirmar. Agora me deu um tilt. É ele mesmo.
I wonder what's going on up there.
É ele mesmo. Deu até dó dele ver ele fazendo aquele filme. Pra ser sincero. Deu até um pouco de dó. Nossa, as falas do filme eram muito mal escritas. Meu pai do céu. As falas sem sentido. Não sei como ele aceitou fazer aquele filme. Por que eu queria um personagem com espadão? Ai, caramba, vai, vamos lá, vai. Recomendo, assista, Baca. Tá disponível no Paramount Plus. Eu assisti por lá, não sei se tem outra plataforma. Nossa! Acho que sim. Eu dei uma enjoadinha. Não exatamente uma enjoadinha de jogar com ele, mas fiquei com vontade de jogar com a Yanfei. Aí decidi trocar pra ela.
Are you?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Me? Only a former runner-up in the two. What? You? Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us. I told you. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in. Alright.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't.
O cara tá se gabando que bateu em 2 ladrão, velho. Porra. A gente quando bate no ladrão é porque a gente tá farmando alguma coisinha.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your but this tournament is
Exactly.
His master.
famous. He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. He's got to be to the Lingshan clan.
Force this.
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a...
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for 8...
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste.
But here we are, having trained under him recently though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the goo.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new.
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even be...
See you in the arena.
Cadê?
Off we go. Adventure time.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the... If so...
So you're also here?
You better believe it. I wouldn't... From me? Obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is... No. It's not about what I want to do. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful... In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So, I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric. Ha! You don't mince your words. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see...
Ah, vagabundo, safado. Cadê?
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego.
Essa aqui era uma quest que quando eu vim fazer na primeira vez, eu achei que ela ia ser irada. Mas na verdade é outra questzinha chata.
Next, please. What's
Tem
your name?
mais diálogo do que luta.
Wait. Did I...
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision? I have to ask. Aren't you the trap? Oh, it's really...
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching.
Oh, I wonder if... I trust you are aware that, only those without vision... Really? But from what I've heard, the things you...
Yep. He still doesn't have a vision, though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure great... It's just a formality for you, of course, but so far I've got defeated the ancient god Osile, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah. Also, don't forget to...
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champ.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw. Okay, that's plenty. Right, you're just a great hero such...
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain Beto...
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top...
But why would anyone want to go I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then?
Achou também, Gustavão, que ia ser um evento top?
Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that, so Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during... In any case, looking at the competition, it should still... Alright,
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to... Good.
Vamos, minha filha. Menos diálogo e mais luta. Caceta.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the
O maluco é level
favorite to win this
75
tournament.
e eu tô com o meu level 40. Bunda mole.
seems like you got a pretty good chance of winning this thing.
You?
Pelo menos ele é fraquinho.
Come on, let's go sign up. What a strange guy.
Tem que eu ia tomar uma surra.
Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally...
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me... You fought well.
Pior que eu gostei desse personagem, cara.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but, you know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were, and since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to fight for one thing, so I'm putting you...
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
To be fair...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential We're finally here, folks. The real
The captain seems to have... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me...
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go...
Bora lutar. Cadê o vagabundo?
Your opponent in the... I do not doubt your abilities, but I...
Relax. My guy's at the...
Okay.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Acabou.
Pretty good.
Sai da minha frente.
I'm sweat. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. If you had a vision, you definitely...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. But mine, I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on... I've fought and won against vision bearers before.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign...
No, I didn't. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm...
Wow! Now that's true strength.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again.
By the way, do you know who...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what... So don't get...
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round.
Tio Yun, sei lá como é que fala.
You! I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is... I faltered for but a brief moment. But given my stature, I'm sure he'll be no match.
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, why didn't you dodge? But he was pretty much out cold by that point. Why don't you dodge, they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan Kung Fu. It's just that don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still.
Oh.
Thanks. I'll do my.
We still haven't got
Tá boa?
any useful information yet.
You gave an outstanding performance. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is in fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet. And the
He's right. But in my case, I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you.
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessary. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
if that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you—
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. But I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be—
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt.
You betcha! Wait a second. We never—
Does one not leave a trail? However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. Come with me. Some
Oh, desgraça. Mais bate-papo, mais bate-papo. Mais lero-lero. Vamos lá.
She's gotta know something.
Now that we're alone, you are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at some—
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental ability, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your— When I talk about that which I see or hear, since a young age I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow
My humble abilities are negligible compared to yours. To think a human could wield the element, and not to mention your incredibly—
Hey, stop evaluating us based on—
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy?
Aw, it's nothing really. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the god. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how— Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. Now then, let's—
Eu achei que ia ser com ele.
Absorption test. Incinerate.
Aí, fudeu, né?
Judgment. Stand clear. You can't run. Lights out. Enhanced animal module 75. Motion to compel. Judgment.
Eita, pô.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Breath of the flame. Incinerate.
Não, não. parar pra ler um pouquinho mais ela aqui rapidinho. Tá. É bom upar isso aqui. Isso aqui é o que eu mais vou usar nela, pelo jeito. Tá, depois eu tenho que pegar isso aqui.
Your skills in battle. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him. He relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then please save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the world is a truly mysterious place.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have...
I desire to know what meaning and what influences the god's decision to My apologies. You must be for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer any questions you... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time.
She sounds less like an archon and more like a...
As far as I know, she is an archon that pursues eternity. She will... Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these...
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before? With time. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity. Ah, the time for your...
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go.
Qual vamos? Teletransporte que é mais rápido.
Why isn't he here? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax of the crux. We've seen many exciting battles today. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though he strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of his name causes Wow! I'm sure everyone witnessed him, but today's final round. As for our other combatant, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous. Apologies, everyone, just sit tight. We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show.
Wait a moment. Something to Captain Beto. Perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come.
Maluco robô. E meteu o pé.
It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never...
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand is... The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my response...
Well, if you insist, I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to...
If you would, please come with me.
But...
Come with me. I can sense...
Eu quero pegar esse personagem aí também, mano. Ele parece ser muito divertido, velho.
A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Inadmissible evidence! Motion to compel. Judgment! Let's light it up! Swirl, Mark 2! You can't run! Stand clear! Teamwork is dreamwork! Lights out! Animo test 63 boom boom!
So soon.
Incinerate!
Can't run.
Ficar menos tempo no Enfei e trocar mais rápido.
Tests appearing out of thin air? This needs research.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Ô meu pai, tá difícil, hein?
This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Flame! Everybody stand back! Enhanced Animo Module 74. Boom boom!
That was a little par.
Animo test 63. You can't run! Punishment! Motion to compel!
I got carried.
Judgment!
I got carried.
Tá, pegar umas manhas de rotacionar melhor com a Yanfei. Acho que a Yanfei vai ser isso aqui, trocar, bum, explodir, bum, aí 1, 2, 3, explodir, aí bum. É, uma rotação só é o suficiente, né?
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate...
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laugh. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist.
You...
But most disappointing of all is this. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human...
Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this...
Aha! So you were supposed...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't about to give up since there was no use in trying to face you in the match. I decided to put... I was convinced I prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow... Drat. This should have gone differently. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I...
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for...
Huh? You're not serious.
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the... It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with...
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far!
I never would have guessed you could be... If this is where talking gets me, then forget it!
Eita, gota. Então vamos descer a porrada.
Here's something special.
Animal test 6308. I should...
Ixi, morreu. Morreu, mas morreu muito. Eu achei que ele era um ladrãozinho vagabundo.
You can't run.
I'll have my revenge eventually.
No.
Eu não tava nem olhando pro oponente, tava olhando pra minha barra pra poder tentar acertar a troca de personagem.
He has persevered to the bitter end. Put down the vision and leave.
Huh?
What's wrong? It's up to you. Such willing...
No need for that. Thank you for...
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you...
I take no pleasure in frightening others. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will... But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether from the moment he stole the vision. I've tried many other, though few tales tell of a master. After seeing you command multiple elements. Come, why don't you give it a try? I see. So you are also... No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still...
Yeah, what's the story behind...
The story begins with an old...
Agora é triste.
He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Ryzen Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Ryzen Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty.
Kazuha.
It's all right then. It's time we returned. Do not let my feelings, but thank you.
Ô, diacho. Nem pra ter um teletransporte lá do lado. O cara nem pra perguntar, você quer ir comigo? Vamos voltar junto? Pra ele me teletransportar? Não. Uma Beidou aqui também ia combinar bem com esse time, não ia não? O que vocês acham aí? E ia ser o que o meu time tá precisando, né? De um espadão. Pra quebrar algumas coisas. Yanfei, Beidou. Yelan? A da água? Eu sempre esqueci o nome da Yelan. Acho que é Yelan, né? A da água. E o Bennett. Acho que ia ficar legal, hein? Pô, eu queria pegar a Beidou. A Beidou é 4 estrelas, né?
Did Beta leave already? Maybe
Acho que ia
she
ficar
went
legal a
back to her
Beidouzinha
ship.
aqui.
If you're looking for the captain, it seems that the Crux clash got up. Captain Beto was muttering some.
It's not on you.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this. He knew he stood no chance of. In which case, the Crux clash.
Huh? So if that's the case, then the rules stipulate.
Hyman thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter.
Ele útil dela ia ajudar
As the
pra
saying
caramba
goes,
aqui.
Honor given.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she received but the voyage to Inazuma. In fact,
Hold on a second.
let us not forget that, suffice it to say that if, in the meantime,
Hyman believes you.
thank you. One final word of warning.
Ah, eu acho ela bem bacana, mano. Eu joguei por muito tempo com ela. Mas eu acabei jogando por muito tempo com ela como DPS principal, mano. Aí era sofrido, às vezes. Peraí que eu confesso que eu me perdi. Ah, a gente chegou no rank 40 também, né, mano? Ah. Tá. O negócio da Beidou é muito acertar o time do escudo dela. Se acertar o escudo dela como contra-ataque, dá um belo de um dano.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already... Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since...
There you are. You're the traveler that Beto will be taking to Inazuma, right? The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the Captain Beto sent me to come get you. We'll
Means Beto is the captain of her?
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens, or the depths until we meet again. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you in Naru.
Eu já sabia.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma?
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message.
Okay, thanks for coming on.
Just following orders.
Entendi. Ah, tá.
Sometimes the law is compatible with
Deu um tilt aqui no meu cérebro, o Cleitinho. Uhul. Ah, dá pra fazer mais uma. Dá pra orar, fazer mais um tiro. Vamos dar mais um tiro? Ó, um 4 estrelas vindo aí, gente. Só que não. Desgraça. Porra. Ah. Pera aí que eu vou fazer uma coisa, mano. Eu acho que eu vou upar um pouco mais esse livro dela aqui. Na verdade, antes de tudo, vamos fazer umas coisas aqui, vai. Deixa eu recuperar minha vida. Recuperou a vida de todo mundo? Recuperou. Tá, upar a arma dela, deixar no máximo. Tá foda, o Gustavinho. Tá vindo nada, mano. Hoje as orações tá tristeza só. O que eu precisava? Precisava do chifre, né? Ih, não tenho mais pra fazer? Não, não tenho não. Então deixa, né? Ah, os talentos pra upar. Ih, só dá pra fazer uma. Fica quieto, vambora. Vambora, não dá pra fazer buticas nenhuma. Vamos pra Inazuma. Não dá pra dar um Ah, dá pra teletransportar pro barco, velho. E eu indo lá escalar a montanha pra pular de novo, mano. É uma anta, não é não? Às vezes eu me surpreendo com a minha burrice.
Ah, you finally made it. All these years, come rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already. Don't look too serious, I'm only joking. We set sail for the land engulfed by storm and...
Anchors away!
Vamos que vamos tocar aquele pandeirinho. Ai, Inazuma. BD estilosa pra caralho, né, velho? Eu acho ela uma personagem muito foda, mano. Muito estilosa, muito braba. Olha o Tom masturbando aí.
Oh, hi there. So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain. And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say...
You can blame your almighty Shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see...
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these Outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
With any... Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around the... If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure...
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get...
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here.
Oh, right.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Eu quero ver você de novo no meu time, Beidu. Vem pra mim, filha no égua.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low.
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku Decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Dois bebum juntos. É, eu acho que o estrago... E aí, pescador, como é que você tá? O que você vende? Ali desbloqueou o teletransporte. Opa, mas tem um negócio ali pra eu poder desbloquear uma foto de Inazuma. Pô, alguém já conseguiu encontrar onde fica essas fotos? Eu fiquei de procurar e esqueci de procurar. Ó. Ia trocar meus papéis de parede e tudo do computador. Acho que ia colocar até no celular alguns. Oficial da comissão Kanjou.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of... You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers, for your kind perusal.
What? Ugh, take your time.
I just wanted to...
I see. Okay. Your papers are...
The Outlander Affairs, they only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a
Sheesh.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, as the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. Now, let's head over to the Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
A Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
É legal que aqui tem um tom diferente mesmo, mano. Quando você chega ali em Wei, é um lugar muito vivo, muito bonito e tipo... muito... Eu não sei explicar a palavra, sabe? Tipo, chamativo. Aqui é bonito pra caramba o lugar, mas a sensação é de que, tipo, vai embora. Sabe, as muralhazinhas ali na saída, os escudos, e toda a história do lugar em si, que você vai conhecendo pela história, né? Já meio que te deixa com essa expectativa de... Eu achei que ia ser um lugar ainda mais, um pouco mais bonito. Talvez as próximas ilhas, não sei, ou algum lugar mais pra frente. Mas eu esperava encontrar um lugar mais bonito, mas... É bonito, mas a sensação que você tem chegando aqui é correspondente à história. Sim, não só de meio triste, mas tipo de... Não é receptivo, sabe? Em Linway era receptivo, era um lugar muito bonito, muito vivo e muito receptivo. Aqui é um lugar bonito, mas não parece ser receptivo, parece ser tipo... Zarpa maluco.
Yes, please. Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
Eita porra.
2 million? For a process?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Thank you, but as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a...
Caralho, velho, meteram a faca. A mulher queria meter minha faca. A gente não tá no Japão, a gente tá no Rio de Janeiro. Oxi, eu achei que aqui era baseado no Japão.
There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here.
Caralho, mano. De 2 milhões para 600.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here,
then they'll milk them for all they're worth.
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation, the most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's
É o Rio de Janeiro. Se você não conhece alguém do Rio, você tá fudido. Aqui é o Rio de Janeiro. Pronto.
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides... Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, after all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe. Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you will...
Uh-huh. And is that...
Okay, I'll give it to you straight.
Really? Wow!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. Connections come at a high price. No. In this instance, in fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, So you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? No, here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association, recently things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if the head of the association is called Curtir, and he's a good friend of mine.
Vambora. Vamos tentar ajudar algum doido aí. Afinal de contas. Tá, pera aí. Eu preciso focar para chegar nessa quest. Plano de fuga de Ritou. Ah, é fugir de Ritou. Pelo jeito, então, né?
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Ah, good. That's a relief.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of it, no. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants, those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions,
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the... They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called... something that most of us in the association had never heard of before. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snet. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search, but then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere. Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens...
Caralho, é muito Rio de Janeiro isso aqui, velho.
But this is a nation where the
É muito Brasil. Não tá parecendo Japão.
My dear homeland.
sounds awful. What do you think we should do? But Carice is the head of the association, and even...
Right. And besides,
Okay. Well, we could try tackling...
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no...
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair.
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated... If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree...
Got it! Where...
Tá. Vamos sondar um vendedor safado que pelo jeito tá associado com a galera dos impostos. E tá lucrando muito. Ei, ô, seu arrombado.
Huh? I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my trade secret, got it? You know what trade...
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, they're wasting their time. The price is no...
Hey! What's your price?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place. And they ought to be more great...
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea.
Podia ser até... É, não é?
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite... Oh, that guy? He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. But I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
You're saying he used to be a member of the internet?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of outlanders that... The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree...
So he left the association?
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful...
Really? Is that...
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in.
Ah, eu acho um jeito dele abaixar os impostos. Eu posso juntar ele na parede, descer ele a porrada, até ele falar que vai abaixar o preço. É um jeito. Afogar ele ali no rio, ó. Acho muito mais viável do que ficar essas diálogos.
Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You're...
Ih, rapaz. Semente de dandelion.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back. Oh, my hometown. The home of free...
It's
So, trying to play my heartstrings like... Huh? What is this?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean... the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or...
Linguei. Posso entregar isso aqui? Tem isso aqui também, né?
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them?
Well, no one stopped.
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mons... All right, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but so come on, get it off your...
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax... I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in evidence. You're right. Without conclusive... Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago.
Really? Well...
Vamos que vamos. Opa, pera aí que aqui vende comida? Ô minha véia, vende comida? Ah, não é véia não. Peixe seco salgado. Não parece ser bom, não. Mas eu comeria. Acho que eu dou vontade de comer alguma coisa, mano.
Keijiro, it's him.
After him!
Ting. Ô, descaralho, me distraiu ali, velho. A Ting me distraiu.
Ah, Ryoko, how's...
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure!
Ting é foda.
Now, who else is...
Too close! That's too... He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! Huh? Where'd he go?
Ele me viu?
He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye.
Não, pô, não é bem
Only
assim.
made less noise.
Eu vi ele correndo pra baixo.
Keijiro, it's him.
After him!
E aí, Ting.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Olha a vendedora do lanchinho ali. Ó, puxa só.
Now, who else is behind on payments?
Where'd he go?
Eu tô vendo o corno ali, velho. Oxi. Tem que ficar mais perto mesmo.
Keijiro.
After him! If only we made less noise. Should I close it? It's not like I'll get any customers.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Ele tava na minha vista, ele tava em pé, no meio.
Thankfully, I earn plenty these
Não
days.
tinha como não ver ele.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Tava JP.
It's not like I'll get any customers.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
He's getting further and further.
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us.
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
What could he be doing at a...
It looked like he buried something over there, didn't it?
Vamos dar uma zoiada, vamos dar uma zoiada. Você tava brincando com ele, cara? Ele tava brincando sozinho, foi?
Whoa, it's boring. Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for.
Great! Well, now we have our hard
I'll...
Huh?
I need a little more time before I'm...
Huh.
Ai, mano, falei de o que a gente vai comer hoje pra minha esposa. Não sei se eu perguntei ou só imaginei que eu perguntei pra ela. Mas me deu uma fome.
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us!
Well, you...
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do.
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest...
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure...
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious...
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession. Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine.
And not even an ounce of
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will—
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at—
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad...
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this?
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind?
Ha! You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro... Shh. Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no...
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young...
Que é isso?
lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
Essa aqui também, ô Igor? Tá avançando por aqui também?
That fan. The sheerest... I don't need any trouble with her. Okay.
But, Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry you're late.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's... if nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru... Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Outra chá. Ué, mas você foi pro meio da praça. Se tinha gente ouvindo ali, agora tem mais gente ouvindo.
Rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are. All right. Time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm in a...
You've been keeping... So, the Yashiro Commission. Guessing that's a...
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himigimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted, too. The people of Inazuma, her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato. Despite I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the...
Still pretty good going for...
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. But the main thing was, Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from... So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. That is, that you have what it takes...
Change the tide of the...
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just with your help, even the Vision Hunt decree. That's an unexpected development. Perhaps yes, of course. I completely understand.
Toma sure didn't put a...
Well, my work on Rito is... one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. Good luck with everything.
Só impressão minha ou vocês também tiveram essa impressão? Que depois que o nosso personagem descobriu sobre a irmã dele, ele ficou um pouco com a cara um pouco mais fechada e tá mais ríspido.
Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komura Tea Hub. Well, guess we should give it a try.
Tá, tem muita chance de cair fora daqui, não é?
Stop there. Present your travel
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get.
Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a... Who knows? Maybe he's our...
Sim, é. Eu tive essa sensação também, parece que ele ficou um pouco mais hostil. Mais fechado, mais ríspido.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No trespassers.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's...
Did you get all that?
Paimon tá folgado. Paimon tá folgada, velho. Toma trollador, né? E a Paimon forgada. Pô, o lugar é bonito, mano. Caralho, olha aquela bagulho na montanha ali, que da hora. Caraca, olha lá em cima. Nossa, tô louco pra chegar na montanha abertona, poder ver.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commission.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted...
All right, all in good time. 2 travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see...
So what you're saying is...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out?
Exactly! Paimon thinks...
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor.
Whoa, you heard about the... Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly on. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people.
Well, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Excellent. You must know the Qingxin. A flower grows on the...
Yep, we've picked a few of those before.
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxin, would you? Fresh...
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble. Then how about this? We have a few items that need...
That sounds much...
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
O cara tá de zoeira com a nossa cara, ô filho do égua. Ô Paimon, dá um tapa nesse velho aí.
Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me...
Tô empolgado, velho. Vou dar um tapa. Vamos bater nesse velho aí, ô... Ô, Paimon. Vamos descer ele o tapa. Acho que até você ganha desse velho aí. 2 socos e ele cai duro. Vou subir nessa casa aqui, peraí. Oh, caceta. Boletinha de raios coletada. Eu deveria marcar onde eu tô aqui. Eu peguei a boletinha de raio. Mas, pra ser sincero, eu nem sei exatamente onde eu tô. Vou ver se eu consigo entender onde é que eu tô aqui. Entendi muito bem, não. Tem nessa ilha aqui. Ah, foda-se, depois eu marco. É que lá eu não consigo entender muito bem onde eu tô no meu mapa aqui em cima, entendeu? Deixa eu ver se aqui vai aparecer por nome. Araumi. Ah, aqui, hitou. Ah, aqui o prédio do cara. Uhul.
The case before us is a strange.
Oh, ele vai desbloquear o poder de raio já, mano? Ou nem? Vamos colocar nossa equipe de exploração. Que é o Zé Bundão.
We can do this.
Aí.
Next time, be
Essa
sure
é
to
ela.
make a proper appointment.
Cadê ele?
There's still a long road ahead.
Pronto. Meu time de exploração geralmente é esse. Só esqueci de implementar, né? Caraca, mano. Olha que lugar bonito, velho. Lá, as nuvens sinistras. Aquele palácio ali. Caraca. Ilha Narukami. Vamos fazer uma ressonância com o elétrico e vamos ver os poderes. Ai, minha perna. Poder ilimitado, deixa eu ver. Legal, 3 poderes de raio pra frente. Agora eu quero ver. Libera 3 sombras de raio ágil causando dano elétrico. Quando atinge o inimigo, deixa um amuleto de abundância. No início, parece que ela tem 2 amuletos. Zerou. Entendi. Essa aqui faz... Mano, parece da hora ele de raio, velho. Eu gostei aqui, lendo aqui as combinações, parece ser uma opção para recarga de energia bastante, né, mano? Deixa eu ver a constelação dele. Ó, boa. Nossa, é muito bom, mano. Lendo parece ser muito bom. Eu vou usar. Eu já pretendia usar ele pra exploração. Deixa eu ver com a arma que tá usando aqui nele. Taxa crítica. Artefatos. Acho que dá pra deixar o que tá usando. Bônus de dano não dá pra deixar não. Eu pensei, dá pra deixar o que ele tá usando. Aí eu vi o que ele tá usando e não dá pra deixar não. Acho que eu vou pegar os dela. Da Lisa. Deus da Lisa. Ah, esse aqui posso manter esse aqui. Deixa eu ler direito isso aqui. Eu acho que eu podia substituir aqui alguma coisa por... algo como isso aqui, ó. Uma taxa crítica seria legal, hein? Dano crítico, dano crítico. Eu queria taxa crítica. Recarga de energia, ele já vai ter recarga pra caramba. Bônus elétrico? Deixa eu ver se tem um Berserker com bônus elétrico. Ah, não, dando piro ali. Acho que eu não tenho nada com bônus de dano. É. Tava pensando em algo como taxa crítica. Deu certo. Taxa crítica 59%, dano crítico 91%. Tá aqui. E dá pra melhorar. Bom, mas galera, meu cachorrinho tá chorando. Depois eu melhoro mais ele. Vamos testar ele primeiro. Mas acho que vai dar bom. Eu gostei dessa habilidade. Que ela consome e vira recarga pra... recarga de energia e recarrega mais rápido a habilidade dele. Eu quero ver uma outra coisa. Não, talentos. Mas será que só aumenta, durante a duração, aumenta a recarga de energia elemental só dele ou de todos? Fiquei curioso. Bom, mas é isso, galera. Eu não vou me estender muito mais, não. Meu dog tá chorando ali, querendo janta. Eu vou lá brincar um pouquinho com ele também e dar janta pra ele, tá? Agradeço a presença de vocês, agradeço a companhia. Obrigado, Gustavo. Obrigado, Cleitinho. Obrigado, Revolt. Agora que eu vi o Revolt ali, mano, nem cumprimentei você direito. Foi mal, mano. Obrigado, Igor. Cadê? Quem mais? Quem mais? Obrigado, Matheus. Obrigado, Baca, pela presença também. Quem mais? Quem mais? O Shazam também colou na live. O Daniel Rezendes. O Laércio da Silva também, obrigado pela companhia. Obrigado, Coringa. Obrigado, Demônico do Fala Lord. Obrigado a todo mundo que colou na live. O Elbi Brandão, obrigado, Elbi. O Danilo também, muito obrigado a todos vocês. Desejo pra vocês uma ótima noite. Amanhã de manhã tem live novamente. Até esqueci a palavra. Ô, cachorrinho, calma, meu filho. Já vou te dar comida. Tá desesperado. Já sabe o horário de comer? Eu vou lá brincar com ele. Amanhã de manhã tamo junto. Ou qualquer coisa na parte da tarde tamo junto também. Beleza? Uma ótima noite pra vocês. Um ótimo descanso. Até a próxima. Falhou. Fui.